Yo, it's Big Seven God, man. The voice of the lost souls, and we back to find our light through the darkness. Excuse my voice. I just finished meditating, bro, and it was, I can't explain it, bro. Like, the moment I was in, bro, it's like, I'm gonna remember it forever, and I'm gonna journal it with y'all, bro. I don't even know where to start, but I gotta get this out. Okay, so in my meditation, I was asking God, like, and not even just in my meditation, just the weeks coming upon, just like how when I'm starting to realize a lot about my life, a lot about the world, a lot about God, you know what I'm saying? I started asking, why do I know all these things? Why do I see things the way God see it in a certain way? And I don't mean to talk about myself like in an arrogant way, but I'm all over the place, but please let me explain this message that this moment that I had with God, bro, the breakthrough. He showed me, like, because I asked, not even just with words, just with my thoughts over the time, like, why did I go through all the things that I went through? And then I started to retract my life, which is part of the healing journey. I noticed how I was taken advantage of at certain times, how I was unseen at certain times, how my drug intake, how I polluted myself, how I disrespected myself. You know, like a lot of the things that was bothering me about my life and the way that I was doing it is how God feel, bro. God put me through an experience to express his pain, his trauma, his. I hope y'all. I don't mean to get lost, but you know how you gotta make a decision for yourself, for the betterment of you, for your survival. And a lot of people might not like it. This is the way God has to operate when we wonder, like, why did this happen? Why did that happen? Why did this crazy thing in the world happen? Why did this person have to die? Why did this woo woo? It's not for us to understand the why. It's the same why that we have to do things to survive, bro. It's the same reason God has to do things, bro. The same pain. It's like, I can't explain it, bro. I literally felt the pain of God through all the pain that I went through, bro. How I just went unseen my whole life. It's a lot of the ways that we live and don't see God, bro. He feel unseen the same way that I felt unseen. God feel unseen, bro. Same way how we disrespect our body and woo woo. This is how God feel. How we disrespect ourselves by disrespecting God, bro. This, I'm all over the place with the message, but it was just a crazy breakthrough that just happened, and I'm sharing it with y'all, bro. I'm sharing my journey, and it's like, this a different type of video, bro. As I'm looking at myself now, I don't got on none of my jewelry, none of that. I got on glasses right now because I was literally crying, bro, as I felt the pain of God, as I experienced the pain of myself, and realized that my whole life of being unseen, unappreciated, taken advantage of, like knowing that I'm just a great thing and nobody's seen it. It's the same way God feel, bro. I can't express that in no other way, bro. So it's like we got a lot of illusions that we feed ourselves, but get down to the real you. Get down to why you are put in this life experience, bro. It came down to the fact that God created this whole experience for us to experience him, to experience why he operate the way he operate. When you start the healing journey and you start to like focus on what makes you the best you and what makes you the healthiest you, what makes you the most wiser you, to make like your survival. This is how God has to operate, bro. And he put us through this whole thing to understand him, bro. To feel him, to understand his pain, to understand his struggle. Like we often blame God and be mad at God, but it's like, bro, he had to do, he had to do a lot of these things for self-preservation, to love himself, to be a better God. And that's what we have to learn as humans, bro. He put us through this whole thing to experience God, bro. And I'm rambling. I'm all over the place because it was literally a breakthrough, bro. Like my mind blown. It's like I literally felt the pain of God. I literally felt the struggle of God. I literally felt the greatness of God through the greatness of myself, through the pain of myself, through the greatness of myself. I felt God, bro. And I'm sharing that with y'all, man. I love y'all. Stay focused, man. It's 7 God, man. We gonna continue to dig. We gonna continue to be in that dark and find the light always, bro. Even if we forget sometimes how great we are, it's people like you, me, people like that you watch, bro, in our everyday life that's gonna remind us, bro, how great we are. We just gotta pay attention. I love y'all. Stay focused, man. Continue to find yourself through finding God. That's it. That's all, man. Protect your soul, because truth be told, we all go. Don't listen to what you've been told.